This isn't just any new moon. This is a cosmic reset button for your mind, your future, and also your freedom. Are you ready for the shift? Hi, my name is Gretchen Heidel, and I'm going over the new moon. It'll be taking place January 29th. The peak of it, the height of it, the pinnacle of it is 7:36 a.m. Eastern Time or 4:36 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in the United States. We are going to be having this new moon. The sun is going to be at 9 degrees Aquarius. The moon is going to be 9 degrees Aquarius. That's what creates the new moon, is the sun and the moon are in the same astrological sign, and they're going to be lining up, all taking place. And also they're going to be aligning with another planet too, which I'm going to be talking about towards the end. I'm going to go over 4 big factors that you need to consider during this new moon and things you need to be aware of that you give you a more global perspective on this new moon and why it's so powerful and why it's going to be shifting our future. First and foremost, and you may have heard, this is the Chinese New Year. The Chinese New Year always takes place on the second new moon that comes after the winter solstice. So it usually falls somewhere between January or February. This year, we are going to be moving into the sign, the Chinese New Year sign of the wood snake. We're getting away from last year, which was the year of the wood dragon. Now, I know a lot of you follow me for Western astrology advice. This might help you out a little bit. The dragon is said to be kind of equivalent to this astrological sign of Aries in Western astrology. So we're moving away from that Aries dragon year, and we're moving into the snake year, which is considered to be equivalent in some ways to the astrological sign of Taurus. So it's a wood element, earthy, grounded, just like a Taurus. It does have also some elements of Scorpio involved with the wood snake, and even some little hints of Virgo in there. So it doesn't exactly correlate with Taurus, but it's kind of roughly similar to Taurus. The wood snake year is going to be a much more grounded year. It's about strategic growth, building financial wealth, very much like Taurus, right? We're going to be trying to build some wealth, transformation, wisdom, personal development. This is a big personal development year. Snakes have a big, strong association with transformation, which is why they are a little bit also associated with, have some Scorpio kind of qualities to them, the snake years. It's a very introspective year as well. It could be, snakes are not, just hanging out in the middle of open field typically. They like to kind of hide, and they like to sort of be away from the public eye. So this could be an introspective year. Persistence is another key word, and also steady progress, just like a Taurus. We're going to start something and actually stick with it, hopefully, and be able to finish it out. This is going to be a very powerful new moon because it also signifies the Chinese Lunar New Year. Second big factor of this is Aquarius. New moons are all about the big picture thinking, okay? Futuristic thinking, thinking outside the box. It's all about technological advancements, having a vision, for yourself, visionary projects and things like that. Innovation, Aquarius is always associated with innovation and creativity. Aquarius is the ruler of the 11th house in astrology. So this is all about social causes, activism, philanthropy. So this is really, 11th house stuff. Remember, Aquarius is associated with being a humanitarian and having that, kind of going on. Also, friendships, social circles. The 11th house is your tribe, your vibe attracts your tribe. And so this could be really good if you want to hit the reset button on a friendship in your life and maybe gain new friendships, or rehash or bring up an old friendship that you would maybe want to breathe a new life into. This is really good things to do and to work on during this particular new moon. The third factor is that this new moon in Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus has been retrograde. You might have heard all the way since November 1st of 2024, it's been retrograde. So having that being our driver, I always say the planet that rules the sign, it kind of drives the sign, and that has been retrograde. But the day after the new moon takes place, so on January 30th, Uranus is going to be going direct, and that will be happening around 11:22 a.m. Eastern Time or 8:22 a.m. Pacific time. Going to be going direct, and that means that we are about to flip the switch on change, okay? So there's going to be a lot of change going on behind the scenes. In fact, my personal nickname for Aquarius is the change maker. And so Uranus is the change maker, Aquarius is the change maker. So there's a lot of change going on right now. Some of you may have heard, okay? And this could also produce some anxiety, some shakeups, some unexpected events. It could be a surprise. I always say we could win the lottery, and that would be surprising. Now, the fourth factor of this new moon is a little bit of a darker factor, and that's the fact that behind the scenes of the new moon, Mercury and Pluto are going to be forming a conjunction. The sun and the moon are forming conjunctions in Aquarius, and they're highlighting Pluto the day before on the 28th, and now Mercury is conjunct Pluto. We even had a Pluto thing last Monday, and even last week we had the sun form a conjunction with Pluto. So these last 2 weeks here of January have been really Plutonian and very sort of darker. There could be a lot of secrets or, hidden information that comes up around this particular new moon with Mercury being conjunct Pluto. This is also about transformation. It's very powerful and persuasive communication. We might be hearing things, on the news or from our friends or, whatever, that, is powerful, intense. There's an intensity going on with this. There's a power in words right now. So could this be a good time for communication? Sure, especially if you're normally shy or a little bit reserved or quiet, but also you have to sort of watch because this could be really like killing an ant with a sledgehammer. I mean, we could really be a little overly communicative or maybe communicate just a little bit more powerfully than we anticipated. And especially since behind the scenes, we have all of this sort of change and topsy-turvy energy. Now, the last factor that you should always remember with any new moon is you want to make sure that you write out your new moon manifestation list. Make sure you put all the things on your list that you're looking to manifest, fold it up, put it under your pillow, sleep with it for 2 weeks, burn or destroy it on the next full moon. So there's a lot of powerful energies. I am going to pull some cards, some major arcana tarot cards. What do we need to know about this new moon? Woo, well, I got a card flipping out here. Uh-oh. This is the card of the Judgment card. And it's very interesting because Judgment card is very strongly associated with Pluto. There's things going on. There's karmic, things that are happening. There's a lot of judgment calls that are being made. Also, there's a lot of power going on behind this new moon. So we have to kind of watch that. We might be judging others. Others might be judging us. I mean, that's possible too. And there's a lot of judging going on. So Judgment card can be about balance and fairness and things like that. But in this context, especially with Pluto being so activated right now, there's a lot going on. I'm just going to pull one more card here. What do we need to know about that? Okay, wow. Okay, Temperance. Even though we're having all of this judgment stuff going on, we also have Temperance, meaning that we have to balance this. Now, even when you look at the symbol for Aquarius, which is the water bearer, it's usually a female with 2 jugs of water. Here we are, we have this guy here, he's kind of balancing 2 things. And so with Temperance means that we have to sort of take the path of the middle road. But as you can hear, this is not neutral energy. This is very sort of volatile energy, especially with this Pluto going on. So we have to remember to communicate a little bit more balanced, have a little bit more, temperance. We don't have to mince our words, but we have to kind of present them in a very structured and clear way. Hope that you enjoy this particular new moon. It's a powerful one. Make sure that you like my video. Comment below if you have any questions. I'd love to hear from you.